Wanna Be by jxdn featuring Machine Gun Kelly is the song I'm talking you through today. Like all my tutorials, if you could like and subscribe, that would really help me out tremendously. And I'll also leave a link below if you want to support this channel or if you want the notation for this song used in this video. So we've got a couple of sections. I'm just going through the main grooves in this song. I'm going to play them up to speed first of all, and then I'll break it down super slow so you know exactly what's being played. We've got 4 bars rest to start with, and then we've got like this instrumental intro before the verse kicks in. Have a listen. Sounds like this. So we've got a 2-bar pattern here, plays 4 times round in total, and the last bar is a little bit different. Let's just do the 2 bars. We're going to go 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and. So it's going to feel like a half-time groove here because the snare is on beat 3. Let's do them 2 bars again. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and then redo them 2 bars, 1, 2, 3 times. 4th time round, the very last bar does change. It's like a little drum fill leading you into the verse. The very last time round, the last bar goes 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and. So I'm playing snare and floor, bass drum and then 2 snares. 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and then the verse kicks in. Have a listen to the verse. Sounds like this. So let's just look at these first 2 bars. These first 2 bars repeat themselves 4 times. On the 4th time round, your little drum fill going into a slightly different section. So these first 2 bars are going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. That's the first bar. We're back with the snare on the 2 and the 4 now, so this feels a bit more familiar for some of you. Second bar, just the hands. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Let's do them 2 bars in a row. 3 and 4 and. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Second bar, and 2 and 3 and 4. Let's do it again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Second bar, and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So repeat them 2 bars 4 times. 4th time round, the very last bar is a little bit different. It goes 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. You can play a crash on that last one, or open hi-hat. I think it's a crash on the track, but let's do that bar again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And then it goes into this next section. Now this next section is a little bit tricky. I certainly had to practice a little bit first. It's just a little bit different to what I'm used to playing, so it might be the same for you guys. We've got a rock beat again, but we've got a bell and then 2 open hi-hats. Super slow, goes 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then again 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. You can actually open the hi-hat a little bit more. Let's do it again one more time. 1, 2, 3, go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then it kind of goes back to the hands. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and goes back to that bell pattern. goes back to the hands with an extra kick, plays along the last 2 bars. We're going to go through this whole section in a row, so don't worry. The last 2 bars we've got of this verse goes 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then the snare, floor and kick. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and into the chorus, flam on the snare. Remember, both hands together, one slightly in front. So let's go through the whole of this section real slow, and then hopefully it'll make a bit more sense and you can get your head around it. So here we go, from the very top. We've got these first 2 bars that repeat themselves 4 times. Here we go, 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and second bar, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Repeat the second time, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and second bar, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Repeat third time, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and repeat for the fourth time, 1 and 2 and 3 and straight to the fourth time bar, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and hands, 2, 3 and third line down, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, just the hands, 2 and 3 and back to the bell again, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Last line, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 to the floor tom, 1 and 2 and 3 and flam bass into the chorus. Have a listen to the chorus. Goes like this. So the first 2 bars are exactly the same as the intro that we've already done. 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and. The only couple of bars that are a little bit different are there's a drum fill, and that drum fill is quite tricky. Let's break that down. We're going to go 1 and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and into the next bar. So we've got literally a whole bunch of 16th notes. Let's do it again. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and crash. All hand to hand. Let's try one more time. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1. So let's go through that real slow. Just like I said, we've got them 2 bars that we repeat 3 times, and then we've got 1 bar of groove into that drum fill. Then we've got the 2 bars again that we repeat for a further 3 times, and then we've got 2 bars of the groove. The last bar of the groove's a little bit different. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 4 in to verse 2. So let's go from the very beginning. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and again 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Last time, third time, and 2 and 3, 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Move on. 1 and 2 and 3. Still coming up. 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 E and a groove and 2 and 3, 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Repeat the second time. and. And then it goes into verse 2, and the rest of this song is pretty much the same grooves that we've already covered. Later on in the song we do have a section with the kick playing 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, couple of little drums in between. Not too worried about that. I'm going to look at the section just after that. It's roughly 2:04 into the song. We've got a killer drum fill. I'm going to break that down and go through that with you. So have a listen to it up to speed. I'll play it twice just so you can hear it, and then we'll break it down. It goes like this. So a bunch of 16th notes here. It's a great drum fill. We're going to start with the crash. We're going to go 1 and 2 E and that's where it becomes tricky. Your right hand's going to go over 3 E and 4 E, left hand high tom, right left floor tom. Let's do that again. 1 and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and so it's all hand to hand. It's just getting your hand in the right position and getting out the way of the next hand because it is quite quick. So let's give it a go again, a little bit quicker. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and crash. 2 again. Go 1 and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1. It's a great feel that you can use in other stuff once you've learned it and got that sticking in the right order. So a classic Machine Gun Kelly song. Just have some fun with it. Once you've got it, add your own crashes and just rock it up. Thanks for watching, guys. See you soon.